We're still talking about the biblical worldview for this week's Sabbath School lesson. And I'm just going to give some of my thoughts about what we found in the lesson today. Well, let's say that you believe God is the creator of the universe, like we talked about yesterday. What other kinds of things can the Bible help us understand? You may have wondered why there's such a battle over right and wrong. Well, the Bible may have an answer in Ephesians 6:12. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of the wickedness in the heavenly places. And here's another question that we almost all ask at some point in our lives. What happens to us when we die? It tells us in 1 Thessalonians 4:14, for we believe that Jesus died and rose again. Even so, God will bring with him those who sleep in Jesus. The Bible is pretty clear about death being a state of sleep until the Lord comes on Resurrection Day. Not all churches see it that way these days, but even Jesus declared that Lazarus was asleep in death when he called him from the grave. Read about it in John chapter 11. And here's some more about that resurrection we're all waiting for, which is obviously talking about the second coming of Jesus that you've heard so much about. 1 Thessalonians 4:16-18. For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trumpet of God. And the dead in Christ will rise first, then those who are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And thus we shall always be with the Lord. Therefore, comfort one another with these words. I hope you have found comfort and hope in the Bible. God gives us so much in return for that little grain of mustard seed called faith, doesn't he? Tomorrow we'll see what other lessons of life God could possibly have in store for us in the Bible. So I'll see you tomorrow, God willing.